Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Ultra Hardware number 3.5x3.5 box of 2, 3.5, 3.5, full mortise residential weight hinges, plain bearing, steel base, satin brass, non-removable pin. So that's a mouthful. Let's dissect it. First of all, Ultra Hardware, full line importer of a comprehensive list of builder's hardware items, namely hinges. Box of 2, when you order one, you're going to get one pair of hinges with screws. 3.5, 3.5. The height is the first dimension on a hinge like this, so it's 3.5 tall by 3.5 wide. Doesn't matter so much because the hinge is square, but would keep you out of trouble if you had a hinge that was not square. So the height goes first. Full mortise. You can see the swag on the hinge leaf there, that when the hinge leaves are brought parallel, it's intended to be mortised flush to the edge of the door and frame. Residential weight. This hinge is 87 thousandths of an inch thick in its leaf. Plain bearing. It's a 5-knuckle hinge and there's no bearing packets. It's just considered plain bearing. Steel base, so it's a steel hinge with a satin brass finish on it. 3.5, 3.5, it's a square corner. Template pattern on the screw holes, very typical and very common. Again, like I said, is going to include screws in a complementary finish, all wood screws. Everything that we've said covers everything in the extended description, except with the exception of non-removable pin. So there is a set screw that has been installed in this knuckle. That knuckle's been drilled and tapped. The pin has a groove cut in it where the set screw goes into that groove when it's tightened down, preventing you from removing the pin. This feature makes removing the pin all but impossible. In order to drive that pin out, you'd have to really be determined to get through the door that way. Destroy the hinge in the process, but there you go. Why you would want a non-removable pin on a hinge that's probably interior use in a residential application? I've had people that have said, I've got a bedroom door, it swings out, I need to keep the kids out of my bedroom. Understood. There you go. Non-removable pin will certainly help in an outswing application. You could have exterior doors that would take a residential weight 3.5, 3.5 square corner that swing out like an exterior door. It's possible. You would want a non-removable pin in that instance as well. Okay. If you have any questions on the Ultra Hardware 3.5.2.1.2, 3.5, 3.5 satin brass hinge, or any other Ultra Hardware product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.